Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about one of the simplest yet one of the most efficient ways for retail investors to channel their investments, and that is through mutual funds. Now let us try and understand this term better. If I have to oversimplify it, what I can say is mutual fund is a common pool of money, a fund which is mutually contributed in by a lot of investors. Right? So how does this start? There is a sponsor who comes along and says that yes, we want to start this mutual fund. There is trustees, there are banks, custodians who are involved in the process, and then they choose an asset management company. So it could be any of the prominent ones, HDFC, ICICI, Nippon. Any of these are the asset management companies who in turn manage the fund. So they have their own systems in place. There is a CEO, there is a CIO who is a chief investment officer, commonly there in a lot of fund houses, or there are fund managers. There are definitely individuals who manage the fund. But there is a big team along with them. There are research analysts who track each of the companies. There is a set given to them and they track those companies where they get various information in terms of what are their projections, how these companies are doing. They meet their dealers, distributors, clients, the competition, and try and understand a whole lot about this company before making a decision to invest in it. So there's a whole process that goes in, which is what makes mutual funds such a beautiful and simple thing for investors. Somebody else has already done the research on your behalf. They are taking very educated calls, and mind you, these fund managers, analysts are people who are highly experienced in financial industry. So they are taking the calls on your behalf. So you don't have to stress over is this the right stock to buy, is the valuation good, how is their growth projection for coming years. All that has already been taken into account. Right? Now within this there are categories of funds. There are broadly equity funds. Equity will invest in absolute ownership of the company by buying shares of it, and these again there are categories within this. Large caps which invest in the top 100 companies, mid caps which invest in 101 to 250th company in terms of market cap, 251 onwards is small cap. Then you have offshoots like multi cap, flexi cap who have a mandate to invest in all of these categories in various weightages. There is also sectoral funds or thematic funds which are specific focus on one particular idea. Let's say healthcare or technology, for example. You have ELSS funds which give you the benefit of ATC under the tax regimes. So these are some of the equity funds that we have. In terms of debt funds or fixed income, there are liquid and ultra short term funds which are just meant for parking money for a short duration. There are short duration funds, medium term funds, and long duration funds. There are also ones that invest in gilt or government securities. There are some that invest in corporate bonds, so there's a variety of them. And then you have a category hybrid, which brings the best of both and tries and combines it into some ways. So there are products like multi-asset, where you could have equity, debt, also gold or silver, and there could also be, in some cases, REIT InvIT also as an option within that. But more commonly you have either equity-oriented hybrid funds, like a balanced advantage or aggressive hybrid, or more debt-oriented funds like a conservative hybrid fund, for example. So these are some of the categories of a mutual fund. Now why it makes sense for investors? One, the corpuses of any good fund house is generally quite large. You have a past track record to follow, saying that what this fund has done over the last 6 months, 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, various cycles. You have ratings of these funds, how they have performed vis-a-vis benchmarks. So there are a lot of criteria for you to study before you make an informed decision of which fund to get into. And this is certainly one of the category that you can say it's the bread and butter of Aurivox as well. So we do definitely help investors get into mutual funds. We have our platform, our digital website is there, our app is there, through which investors can get into it. We execute backend through NSE Invest, and we give a whole access to clients on a click of the button on their mobile phones. So that's how we make this process of investing in mutual funds rather simple. If you're interested to know more, please visit our website www.aurivoxfinancial.com. You could also visit our social media handles. We thank you a lot for watching this video, and as we continue this series, we'll get into more complex products in days to come. Thank you once again. We hope to see you in the next one.